The amazing story of embryonic development. In the vast, silent ocean of the human body, a single magnificent cell awaited its destiny. She was an oocyte, plump and radiant, cradled within the warmth of an ovary. For years she had matured, a silent promise of life held within her delicate membrane. Then came the signal, a hormonal symphony that stirred her from quiet slumber. With a gentle push, she was released, embarking on a perilous journey through the winding fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. It was a dark, muscular tunnel, but she was not alone. Tiny hair-like cilia beat rhythmically, creating currents that guided her forward, a microscopic voyager on a grand quest. As she drifted, a new presence entered her world, millions of them, vibrant and determined, swimming with an urgency that spoke of purpose. These were the spermatozoa. Each a tiny vessel of genetic information, racing towards a singular goal. There was a flurry, a dance of pursuit, and then a single triumphant moment. One and only one broke through her outer layers, fusing with her very essence. In that instance, a profound transformation occurred. The oocyte, once a solitary cell, became a zygote. It was a moment of creation, the fusion of two halves into a complete whole, a unique genetic blueprint now etched into existence. The journey continued, but now it was a journey of division. The zygote didn't rest, and within hours, a miraculous process began. Cleavage. One cell became two. Then two became four. Then four became eight. Then four became eight. Each division was precise, a perfect replication, like a master sculptor meticulously carving a masterpiece from a single block. The cells, now called blastomeres, remain tightly packed within the protective zona plasudia. And you can see the zona plasudia right here. A tiny cluster of growing potential. By the third day, the cluster had grown into a solid ball of 16 to 32 cells, resembling a tiny mulberry. This was the morula. A testament to the relentless pace of early development. It was still traveling, propelled by the cilia. But its internal world was a hive of activity, preparing for the next crucial stage. As the morula reached the uterus, a new structure began to form within it. A fluid-filled cavity, the blastocele, appeared, pushing the cells to the periphery. The morula was now a blastocyst, a hollow sphere with a distinct inner cell mass nestled at one pole. This inner cell mass was the true treasure, the embryonic stem cells that held the promise of every tissue, every organ, every part of the future being. The outer layer, the trophoblast, would play a vital role in implantation and forming the placenta. The placenta. Don't have a photo of them. The outer layer, the trophoblast, would play a vital role in implantation and forming the placenta. The placenta. Around day 6, the blastocyst, began to seek its anchor. It gently brushed against the velvety lining of the uterus. The endometrium. The endometrium. Chemical signals passed between them, a silent conversation of acceptance. The trophoblast cells began to burrow like tiny roots seeking a purchase in fertile soil. This was implantation, a critical step where the nascent life firmly established its connection to its mother, securing nourishment and a safe haven for growth. Once implanted, the blastocyst continued its rapid development. The inner cell mass differentiated into 3 primary germ layers: the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and endoderm. Each layer was destined to become specific parts of the body. The ectoderm would form the nervous system, skin, and hair. The mesoderm would give rise to muscles, bones, blood, and the circulatory system. The endoderm would develop into the lining of the digestive and respiratory systems and various glands. Within the span of these few minutes, a single oocyte fertilized by a single sperm had transformed from a microscopic speck into a complex, multi-layered structure. Firmly embedded and ready for the monumental task of forming a complete organism. The journey was far from over, but the foundational steps, the very essence of life's beginning. Had been laid with breathtaking precision and speed. The tiny embryo now burgeoning universe of cells was ready to embark on the next, even more intricate chapters of an incredible story. As you can see, the shape that the ectoderm, the mesoderm, and the endoderm forms resembles that of a small fetal position that the baby will live in for 9 months. The fetal position. And that's the conclusion of this story.